Nobody expected the New England Patriots to flip their entire future in one offseason, but that's exactly what's happening. After a brutal 2024 campaign that left fans questioning everything from quarterback depth to coaching vision, the Patriots didn't just rebuild, they restructured everything. From the front office down to the trenches, the message was clear. Enough is enough. And now, heading into 2025, they're no longer playing defense. They're setting the tone. What nobody's talking about is just how deep this transformation goes. Pro Football Focus named New England one of the 4 most improved offensive lines in the NFL, and that alone might change the entire trajectory of this franchise. But it's not just new names on paper. It's the timing, the strategy, the urgency. You don't sign veterans like Morgan Moses and Garrett Bradbury and draft high-upside linemen like Will Campbell unless you're preparing to protect something special. And the Patriots are. Because for the first time in years, they believe they've found their guy at quarterback, and they're not taking any chances with his development. But here's the twist that could shake up the entire AFC East. The Patriots didn't just build an O-line, they built a launch pad. And at the center of that launch is a player whose rookie season flew under the radar, but might just explode in 2025. Let's talk about Drake Maye, and why this might be the year he rewrites the expectations for every young quarterback in the league. But before we get into that, hit that like and subscribe button for more Patriots and all the NFL content. Let's aim for 500 likes on this video. Drake Maye didn't just survive his rookie season, he fought through one of the NFL's worst offensive situations and still found a way to make people believe. And now, with protection finally in place and weapons surrounding him, the pressure isn't just on Maye to perform, it's on him to lead. Because this isn't a rebuilding year anymore, this is a proving ground. The Patriots drafted him to be more than just a spark. They need him to be the fire. And if early signs mean anything, he's ready to burn. The numbers don't tell the full story, but they whisper something big. 15 touchdowns in 13 games, while constantly dodging pressure isn't normal. It's a warning shot. Now imagine Maye with time to throw, a deep route developing, and a clean pocket. With Josh McDaniels designing an offense tailored to rhythm and precision, and weapons like Stephon Diggs, DeMario Douglas, and rookie Kyle Williams at his disposal, Maye doesn't need to be a magician anymore. He just needs space. And that's finally what he's getting. Add in the fact that he's still just 23, and it becomes clear. This isn't about potential anymore. It's about momentum. But what might catch the league completely off guard is how mobile Maye really is when he isn't forced to scramble. This year, there's talk of designed runs, quick play options, and even dual threat concepts with Tre'Veon Henderson in the backfield. If McDaniels dares to pull out an RPO-heavy playbook, defenses could be caught guessing every down. And that sets up a whole new layer of opportunity, especially for the Patriots' most electric playmaker on the other side of the ball. Let's talk about Marcus Jones, and the role nobody saw coming. There's always that one player who refuses to stay in a box. And for the Patriots, it's Marcus Jones. You can label him a cornerback, but that barely scratches the surface. This is a player who can line up against top receivers, return kicks with terrifying speed, and still be a threat on offense. And now, with 2025 on the horizon and a clean bill of health, the Patriots might finally unlock the version of Jones that turns heads across the entire league. In 2024, Jones quietly posted a career high in total snaps and emerged as one of the most efficient slot defenders in the AFC. 10 pass breakups at just 5'8" is more than impressive. It's rare. But what makes him truly dangerous is his ability to shift momentum with one touch. New England has already hinted at moving him around again, lining him up in motion, slipping him into offensive packages, and unleashing him in space where defenders can't keep up. This isn't a gimmick anymore, it's strategy. And for a team trying to maximize speed and unpredictability, Jones is the perfect wildcard. But here's what might flip the narrative entirely. Marcus Jones is entering a contract year. Every snap, every assignment, every play will be an audition, not just for the Patriots, but for 31 other teams watching closely. If he gets integrated into Josh McDaniels' motion-heavy sets or sees touches in short-yardage trick plays, don't be shocked. The Patriots aren't just stacking talent, they're designing chaos. And while most teams focus on stopping big names like Diggs, one forgotten name could quietly become the offense's secret weapon. But as the spotlight shifts to offense, one name keeps rising, and it's time to talk about the most overlooked breakout star in New England, DeMario Douglas. There's something brewing in Foxborough that not enough people are talking about. While all eyes are locked on the Patriots' big-name additions, DeMario Douglas is quietly becoming the engine of this offense. He's not flashy, he's not the loudest voice in the room. But when the ball's snapped and the play breaks down, guess who Drake Maye looks for? It's Pop. And it's becoming more obvious with every rep in OTAs. What makes Douglas different isn't just his route running or his catch rate, it's the way he fits into this system like a missing puzzle piece. In 2024, he led the team in targets despite sharing snaps with multiple quarterbacks. That says one thing loud and clear. Quarterbacks trust him, and that trust is only growing. With Maye's quick release and McDaniels calling short to intermediate plays designed for precision, Douglas is perfectly positioned to thrive as a volume receiver. Think quick outs and slants, shallow crosses, the routes that turn into easy first downs. The Patriots haven't had a true go-to slot weapon since Julian Edelman. That void is about to be filled. But here's the hidden advantage: spacing. With defenders pulled deep by Stephon Diggs and rookie Kyle Williams, DeMario Douglas will have room to operate underneath all season long. And when a player with elite burst gets space, he doesn't just make catches, he moves chains. That's why he's not just a breakout candidate. He's a breakout guarantee, and if opposing defenses don't adjust, they'll have another problem to deal with: a rising pass rusher whose 2024 leap is only the beginning. Let's talk about Keon White, and why this year could be his NFL arrival. Every team needs a disruptor, someone who doesn't just play defense, but forces the issue. For the Patriots, that disruptor is Keon White. Last season, he didn't just improve, he transformed. After an underwhelming rookie year, White exploded in 2024 with 5 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, and 56 total stops, proving he's not just a role player. He's becoming a nightmare for offensive lines. And the scariest part? He's only getting started. What people don't realize is how much flexibility White brings to this defense. Whether it's setting the edge, sliding inside next to Christian Barmore, or dropping into space on disguised looks, he's the kind of chess piece defensive coordinators dream about. With the additions of Harold Landry, Milton Williams, and Kalavon Chason, the Patriots have created a defensive front that thrives on rotation. And that's where White becomes lethal. Fewer snaps mean fresher legs, and fresher legs mean more explosive pressure in key moments. His 427 pass rush snaps last year weren't just volume, they were impact. The overlooked detail? New England's defense finished dead last in sacks in 2024. That stat alone is fueling a different kind of fire in the building. White knows what's expected now. He's not being asked to hold ground, he's being tasked with attacking. And while offenses will be focused on Landry and Barmore, they might miss the guy coming full speed from the opposite side. But what if I told you all of this? Maye's growth, the receivers, the defense, only works if one forgotten unit actually shows up. Let's talk about the piece that holds it all together: the rebuilt offensive line. Last season, the Patriots' offensive line was a glaring weakness, marked by constant breakdowns and little protection for the quarterback. But heading into 2025, it's become one of the team's biggest strengths thanks to a total overhaul led by Elliott Wolf and Mike Vrabel. Key additions like veterans Morgan Moses and Garrett Bradbury, rookie tackle Will Campbell, and new offensive line coach Doug Marrone have brought structure, competition, and clarity. With improved communication and strong battles at key spots, especially center, this unit is finally built to protect and perform. So now it's your turn. Which player do you believe is going to make the biggest leap in 2025? Is Drake Maye about to enter the top 10 quarterback conversation? Will Marcus Jones finally become the three-way weapon we've glimpsed? Could DeMario Douglas hit that 1,000-yard mark? Or will Keon White become the new face of this defense? Drop your pick in the comments and let us know who you're betting on. And if you want more deep dives like this every week, hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started.